angelic guidance. It's very much there to help when you want it. It's not there just to, kind of, oh, we'll just push you along here, push you along there. It's there when you ask. So there is really quite a distinct difference between angels and spirit guides. So, for instance, as far as your own guardian angel is concerned, that's the angelic form that takes care of you personally. That's the angelic form that's assigned to you during your lifetime. It's one that doesn't change. Angel guides, as in ones that do change, they are there for certain different types of energy. So if you're learning something at one particular stage in your life and you need assistance with it, you would maybe have an angelic guidance that is along the lines of that vibration. So it helps you to learn from that particular vibration. And then those types of energies can change, and they're quite changeable. Now, as far as spirit guides are concerned, if you imagine that there is quite a distinct difference. If you imagine that before you came into your physical self, before you became a person, you were an intelligence. So let's say you were get my words straight here. You were an energy, okay, that was waiting to come into this sort of physical world. Now, imagine that you drew a map of what it was that you wanted to achieve within your lifetime. So let's say you had certain markers en route. Now, what we would call that is those marking points, is destiny. Okay, these are things that you have chosen ahead of your time in the physical realms. So if you imagine that you drew this map, okay, so you drew this map of what it was that your soul energy wanted to learn during your physical lifetime. And whilst you were drawing that map, you had a friend present. So let's say this is a best friend type of energy. This is somebody who really resonates with you on a soul level. Now that friend present is a physical form, and also an intelligence rather, who has chosen this time not to take on a physical form. They just remain within their energy. And imagine that what you did with your map was to roll it up and give it to them and say, look after that. If you see me coming off path, nudge me back in the right direction. So you've given the map over, and then you pass through a pool of amnesia. So you've forgotten what's on your map, because otherwise if you knew what's on the map, then there wouldn't be much point in having a physical experience, because you'd just sort of stay in, wouldn't you? When it got to a sticky moment, you think, oh, okay, due for a sticky moment, I'll sit here for a couple of hours and let it pass. You're not going through the experience. So you hand your map over, and you come in through to the physical world, and this friend of yours has your map and opens it up and says, okay, well, we're going off course a little bit, so I'm just going to pull you back and dump you back on track. Okay, so we're just going to make it a little bit interesting and yanking you back. Now, in some instances when you're really listening, it just has to be a little tap. When you're not listening, it has to be really quite obvious that you're being pulled back in the direction you should be following. Now, that friend, who's your person taking care of your map, is a spirit guide. Now, a spirit guide has had a physical incarnation before. It's an energy that has been in a physical body before, so it knows what it's like to have the kind of human and emotional experience of being here in the physical world. An angelic form doesn't. Okay, these are the differences. An angelic form has never taken on a physical body and lived a physical life. So they don't have the kind of polarities of emotion, which is why we always experience the angelic forms as a deep feeling of love and comfort, whereas with spirit guides there's a sort of feeling that they have an opinion. Okay, their opinion is not going to be, oh, you should do this, you should do that. It's much more of a, excuse me, we're a little bit off course here. We're going to have to kind of pull you back on track. Whereas an angelic form would say, oh, okay, well, you've got your map and you're doing your thing with it, but you're asking me to kind of help you at this particular moment. Oh, okay, but they're not overseeing your map. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so that gives you a feeling as to the different types. Now, obviously, I haven't got time to, within this sort of session, I haven't got time to cover everything. So I hope you're catching the drift of many parts of this. Obviously, there are other parts within the circle to go to in order to find more information. Okay, now let's have a look. Now, these are some of the other questions which a lot of people have come up with, which are really quite